What's up, you guys? Peek out here in Singapore. Late night tonight instead of during the day because it's been quite a lively day actually. I think I went to bed fairly late last night. Woke up mid-morning. We did a quick video for me and Kutiji on her Instagram channel to show that we were making pancakes this morning. And then I had a conference call with a client that took up oh about a part of 3 hours, I think. So we spoke for a while and I got to know that sometimes you can help and sometimes you can't, but it really is up to the person itself. I can lead you to the change that you're looking for. I can give you suggestions, but if you don't implement, I can't really help you. So, bottom line is, Nike says just do it. But that's not enough. I can't just tell you go do it without giving you an explanation of why, without walking you through what is done for other people, without showing you the skills necessary in order to complete the task at hand. Sure, it's easy to just do it. Just control your emotions. Just manage your emotions. Just think through your decisions before you just react. Watch what you say, how you say it. It's easy to say all those things. I can give you directives all day long. But the reason you need a coach, the reason you need me to help you with this transformation is because you've tried everything else. You've tried to do it on your own. But you haven't taken into account who you are and who the other person is. You haven't taken into account what it takes to learn those skills and then implement. Just do it? Nah, that's not good enough. I can throw on buzzwords all day long, but if you don't understand what that means, I'm not really helping you. I could give you a full-on webinar full of professor-level words. But what's the point if you have to go back and sit down with a damn dictionary to figure out what the hell I'm saying? The reason I use anecdotes from my own life, the reason I even use situations from my daughter's life, other clients, things I've seen on TV, the reason I use all of those things is because it means it brings it down to your level. And I'm not saying down to your level like it's a bad thing. It's like we're commonplace. It's everyday man. Not everyone studies psychology. Not everyone was into science like that. Shoot, when I was studying psychology, people were laughing at me because they thought it was a useless degree. Yeah, I remember because my mom told me it was a useless degree. What the hell am I going to do with psychology? And then come to find out, she decided to study it too. The reason I even started this path is because I needed to understand why people did what they did. How can they hurt other people and not see that they're hurting other people? How can they be selfish and try to protect themselves when that hurts the people they love the most? I didn't understand. I couldn't fathom it. Psychology gave me insight into that whole world. I suddenly saw it from a completely different viewpoint. So I'm never going to tell you, just do it. Just go do it. I'm not Nike. I'm not saying Nike's bad or good. I'm just saying I'm not Nike. I can't just take, go do. Do it. Just do it. It's okay. Do it. I need to connect you to the idea I'm trying to share. I need to put it in terms that you will understand. And to be honest, every one of my clients is different. I have one client that loves football with all his heart. He's played football all his life, and I'm not talking about soccer, I'm talking about American football. He was in the NFL. He was great at what he did. So when I speak to him sometimes about his marriage, I make sure that I relate it to him in terms that he can understand. I make it about the team. I make it about what the coach would say to him. How would you get along with all your teammates? Let's say somebody missed a tackle and you got hurt. How do you speak to that person and help them understand that they need to hit their blocking assignments every time? And this probably sounds foreign to you if you don't know anything about American football, but guess what? I can switch gears. I know my content well enough where I can switch gears. Maybe we're going to talk about Mary Poppins and how the father in the situation did not understand his kids because he was so consumed with his own world. They tried their best to reach out to him, but he just was never in the mood to listen. until he found himself without a job and nothing else to really focus on except for his kids. And then suddenly they turned him onto this world full of wonder and magic that had been there the whole time. He'd forgotten it existed. Maybe you never watched Mary Poppins. Maybe it doesn't make sense to you. Maybe what you need is something a little more recent. Once Upon a Time. Great series, by the way. Or even Lucifer. Let's go with Once Upon a Time. There are so many dramatic problems in that movie. But most of the time it comes down to the evil queen was hurt by her mother because she was evil. Why was she evil? Because she had been hurt at some point in her life, and she resolved never, ever, ever to find herself in that same position again, to be looked down on and to be used as an object rather than a person, rather than be seen as a person. So Cora controlled Regina's life because she wanted more for her daughter. Regina fought against Cora because she knew what she wanted, but Cora couldn't see it for the birds. So once she got rid of her mother, she went on to terrorize the rest of the land because somebody had taken something from her. Hurt people hurt people. It's real easy to say that. It's real, cliche to say that now. But if I'm hurt, I want to feel whole again before I want to reach out and understand anyone else's nonsense. If I am hurting right now, I will lash out at my daughter if she calls me more than twice in the span of 5 minutes. And I'm saying this not because I'm evil. I'm saying this because it's happened before. And yeah, of course, I catch myself and I'm like, oh my God, okay, hold on, wait, time out. This is not about you. I'm upset about this right now, so give me a second. Let me settle this first, and then I'll come back and see you. I can do that now. So do you see? I need to be able to relate the situation and the solution to you in terms you would understand. I can't just say, go do it. If that was enough, no one would need a coach. Nike says just go do it. That means every team will be able to just go do it and play and win. Now you need a coach. You need a coach before the game. You need a coach at halftime. You need a coach on the sidelines. You need a coach. Until you take the place of the coach. Until you can lead the team, you need a coach. To ask for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of great strength. It means that you understand that you don't have the skills necessary to move forward. It's the same as calling a handyman to fix your toilet. It doesn't mean you're less of a person because you can't fix a damn toilet, but you need help. You call. You pay for it. No problem. You're going to ask for help. Something wrong with your gas stove? You're going to call somebody to fix that too. You want to remodel your kitchen? You don't know how to do it? You're going to call somebody. You're going to ask for help. So why is this any different? Why is this worse than asking someone to come in and fix something in your house? This is your mind we're talking about. Shouldn't that be the first priority? Because let's face it, if I can't think clearly, if I can't see past just the emotions, if I can't put myself in your shoes, will I be an effective human being? Will I do good with my life? Or will I forever be playing catch up to fill this void that my pain leaves? There is no shame in asking for help. There is no shame in having a man admit that he is hurt and in pain. We can't help what we don't know about. All these serial killers and serial bombers and serial I don't know what's. You go into their room after the fact, right? After they've blown something up, hurt a bunch of people, killed themselves, shot everyone. Once the tragedy has taken place, you go back and you look at their room. It's not like their room appeared out of nowhere. It doesn't mean that they were cloaked in magic or anything. The room has been there the whole time as they developed into this person that could do these things. You suddenly go in, you check out, see what was What was their browser history like? What were they researching? What do they have? What do they have in their room? What were they reading? What were they consuming themselves and their time with? And then you see, oh yeah, that makes sense. They were looking up this and they were looking up that, and they have, Nazi posters and all this. It could be anything. You can justify why they were the way they are after the fact, but can you tell the warning signs? Can you tell when someone is asking for attention and not in a positive way? Can you tell that when those kids are the most unlovable, that they are in desperate need of the most love? Can you put aside their behavior and come towards them with open arms and try to help them through whatever it is they're struggling with? And if you're not able but you want to be, shouldn't you ask for help? So, pregnant pause is over, but my question remains. If you would call a handyman into your house and pay them for the services of fixing things, it is your house, technically you should know how to do these things. But if you can't, and you would definitely pay to have someone come fix it for you, shouldn't you also ask for help for the most prized possession you have, your mind? It's important, you guys. It's important to have all the skills necessary for life. That includes financial literacy, that includes good nutrition and health regimens, habits. And on top of all of that, a measure of emotional intelligence, a way to understand your emotions, think them through, and then act. I love you guys. I hope this helped. I'll talk to you soon.